Welcome to Book Buzz Reviews and Summaries. Imagine this: you're standing at the base of a mountain, looking up at the peak you've always dreamed of conquering. But as you prepare to take that first step, doubt creeps in. You wonder if you have what it takes, if the climb is worth the struggle, and if reaching the top will really change anything. In Objective Secure, the battle-tested guide to goal achievement, Nick Lavery doesn't just show you how to scale that mountain, he equips you with the tools, mindset, and unbreakable discipline to reach the summit and beyond. Nick Lavery is no stranger to challenges. As a special forces warrior who overcame devastating physical injuries, Lavery knows firsthand what it means to set seemingly impossible goals and crush them against all odds. But this book isn't just for soldiers or athletes, it's for anyone who wants to learn how to achieve their goals, no matter how intimidating or distant they may seem. At the core of Objective Secure is Lavery's philosophy that achieving any goal, whether personal, professional, or physical, boils down to preparation, mindset, and relentless execution. He introduces you to the concept of locking in on your objective, a battle-tested method of goal achievement that involves setting clear, non-negotiable targets and systematically removing every obstacle in your path. But Lavery doesn't sugarcoat the process. He emphasizes that goal achievement isn't about motivation or fleeting bursts of inspiration, it's about commitment, grit, and the ability to keep pushing forward when the going gets tough. He talks about embracing the suck, a military term that perfectly encapsulates the need to endure discomfort, pain, and uncertainty as you strive toward your objectives. Lavery knows that setbacks are inevitable, but he teaches you how to view them as stepping stones rather than roadblocks. This book doesn't just offer theory, it's packed with practical strategies and exercises that you can apply immediately. Lavery walks you through everything from setting specific, measurable goals to developing a laser-like focus and building mental resilience. He shares stories from the battlefield, not just to inspire you, but to demonstrate how these principles work in the real world, under the most extreme conditions. One of the standout features of Objective Secure is its emphasis on accountability. Lavery believes that holding yourself to a high standard is non-negotiable if you want to achieve big things. He introduces techniques for self-assessment and reflection, helping you stay on track and recalibrate when necessary. It's not about being perfect, it's about staying committed, adjusting your course when needed, and never losing sight of your objective. In the end, Objective Secure is more than just a guide to goal setting. It's a blueprint for becoming the kind of person who doesn't quit when the going gets tough. Lavery doesn't just want you to achieve your goals, he wants you to become unstoppable in every area of your life. If you're ready to leave behind excuses, push through the pain, and achieve results you never thought possible, then this book will show you the way. Introduction: Nick Lavery's Unconventional Road to Success. Objective Secure, the battle-tested guide to goal achievement by Nick Lavery is an intense, no-nonsense approach to achieving goals through lessons learned in life, on the battlefield, and in the trenches of hardship. Lavery is a U.S. Army Special Forces veteran, and his journey, marked by resilience, leadership, and commitment, shines through every page of this book. His approach to goal achievement is not theoretical or academic, it's tested through his own remarkable life experiences, including a life-threatening injury during combat and his inspiring recovery, which led him back to active duty despite all odds. What makes Lavery's perspective unique is his ability to translate military principles into actionable strategies for civilians and anyone seeking to overcome their own adversities or achieve monumental goals. Lavery doesn't just focus on abstract motivational platitudes, instead, he offers concrete strategies rooted in discipline, consistency, and relentless focus. The title, Objective Secure, is a military term that refers to achieving and securing an objective in a combat mission, and Lavery masterfully uses it as a metaphor for how we can approach our personal goals with military precision. This summary explores Lavery's methods of goal setting, discipline, mindset, adaptation, and leadership, interweaving his incredible story of resilience with practical insights on how to succeed in life's toughest battles. Chapter 1: The Foundation, Defining Your Objective. In the opening chapter of Objective Secure, Lavery delves into the importance of clarity in defining your objectives. This foundational principle is similar to the way military operations start with crystal clear objectives, knowing exactly what success looks like and the route to get there. Lavery argues that many people fail to achieve their goals not because they lack ability, but because they fail to define their goals with precision. In his world, ambiguity leads to failure. Lavery breaks down how to construct your objectives into 3 key components. 1. Specificity. Your objective needs to be concrete. General goals like "I want to be successful" are not actionable. Instead, Lavery teaches readers to develop measurable, detailed objectives such as "I want to grow my business by 20% within the next year by focusing on client acquisition." 2. Why power. Understanding why you want to achieve your objective is crucial. Lavery emphasizes that having a powerful and emotional connection to your objective will carry you through the most challenging moments when you might feel like giving up. He calls this your why power, a core reason for getting up each day and fighting through adversity. 3. Breaking down the mission. Lavery advises readers to break large goals into smaller, digestible tasks. He applies this concept to his military training, where a large mission is broken down into clear, achievable steps. By applying this same approach to personal goals, individuals can focus on immediate tasks that, when stacked together, lead to accomplishing the larger objective. Chapter 2. Relentless Discipline, the Path to Mastery. Discipline is Lavery's non-negotiable tool for achieving any goal. Drawing from his military background, Lavery places discipline at the core of his philosophy. In this chapter, he introduces readers to what he calls relentless discipline, a mindset that transforms daily habits into powerful stepping stones toward your objectives. Lavery distinguishes between motivation and discipline, pointing out that motivation is fleeting while discipline is enduring. You won't always feel motivated, especially when the going gets tough, but discipline ensures you take action even when you don't feel like it. He shares a powerful anecdote from his time in the Special Forces where discipline, not inspiration, kept his unit on task during grueling missions. Key points Lavery covers about discipline include: daily execution. Lavery stresses the importance of executing small, disciplined actions every day. He calls this the grind of excellence. Small tasks completed consistently lead to significant results. He compares it to laying bricks every day, one at a time, until you've built something remarkable. Accountability. Lavery suggests implementing structures of accountability, whether it's self-imposed or shared with others. In the military, accountability is built into every action. Failure is not an option when lives are on the line. While the stakes in civilian life might not be as high, Lavery insists that treating your commitments with the same seriousness can lead to breakthrough results. Pushing through the pain. Lavery is no stranger to pain, both physical and mental. He tells the story of his severe injury in Afghanistan, where he lost part of his leg. His recovery and return to active duty are testaments to how discipline overrides comfort. He shares exercises and mental frameworks to help readers push through discomfort in pursuit of their objectives. Chapter 3. Adapt and Overcome, Flexibility in the Face of Adversity. While discipline provides the backbone of success, adaptability is equally important. In the military, even the best-laid plans can go awry, and those who succeed are the ones who can pivot without losing focus on the objective. Lavery devotes this chapter to the concept of adaptability and how crucial it is for goal achievement. Lavery explains that no matter how well prepared you are, unexpected challenges are inevitable. Rather than being discouraged by obstacles, Lavery encourages readers to see them as opportunities to grow stronger. He outlines the process of adapting without losing sight of the mission. 1. Assess the situation. Lavery stresses the importance of being aware of your surroundings and your progress. Regular assessments help you determine whether you're on the right track or if you need to adjust your approach. 2. Flexibility in action. He provides examples from his military career where adaptability saved lives. In business or personal life, being flexible allows you to adjust your strategies without abandoning your goal. Lavery shares stories of how businesses that failed to adapt to changing market conditions ultimately failed, while those that pivoted thrived. 3. Mental agility. Lavery draws attention to mental agility, the ability to shift your mindset quickly when the situation demands it. He highlights how rigid thinking can be a downfall, while agility allows you to stay on course, even when circumstances change dramatically. One of the most poignant sections of this chapter is Lavery's recount of his rehabilitation journey. Faced with an injury that most would consider career-ending, Lavery applied his philosophy of adaptation, redefining what success meant for him and finding a way to turn his adversity into triumph. Chapter 4: The Mindset of an Operator, Elite Mental Conditioning. The fourth chapter of Objective Secure delves into the mental conditioning needed to reach elite levels of performance. Lavery introduces the concept of the operator's mindset, which is about cultivating mental toughness, resilience, and a laser-like focus on the mission at hand. Drawing parallels between special operations soldiers and high-performing civilians, Lavery offers tools to build an unstoppable mindset. He insists that success is not just about external skills, but also about having a mind conditioned for endurance and resilience. Some of the key aspects of developing an operator's mindset include: 1. Resilience training. Lavery shares his own methods for building resilience, both physically and mentally. He advocates for putting yourself in controlled, difficult situations to practice overcoming adversity. He calls this preparing for the inevitable, noting that when the real challenges come, your mind and body will be ready to respond. 2. Visualization. Drawing on techniques used by elite athletes and soldiers, Lavery explains how to visualize success before it happens. Visualization, he argues, creates a mental blueprint that the brain can follow when the time comes to execute. He shares examples from his military training, where visualizing successful missions was key to actualizing them in real life. 3. Mental rehearsal. Lavery teaches readers the art of mental rehearsal, a practice where you go through scenarios in your mind to prepare for various outcomes. Whether it's for a business presentation, a job interview, or a fitness goal, rehearsing success mentally sets the stage for execution. 4. Handling fear and uncertainty. Lavery believes that fear is often the greatest obstacle between people and their goals. He addresses the concept of fear head-on, offering ways to manage and conquer it. Drawing from his experience in combat, Lavery explains how facing life-or-death situations taught him that fear is natural, but can be controlled through focus and preparation. Chapter 5: Leadership Under Fire, Leading Yourself and Others to Victory. Leadership is another key theme in Objective Secure. Lavery explains that leadership starts with leading yourself before you can lead others. Whether you're in charge of a military unit, a business team, or just your personal development, the principles of leadership remain the same. Lavery offers a candid look at what it takes to be an effective leader, especially under pressure. He breaks down leadership into two categories. 1. Self-leadership. Lavery believes that before you can effectively lead others, you must first master leading yourself. This involves discipline, integrity, and accountability. He shares examples from his military career where self-leadership was crucial to survival and mission success. He explains that self-leadership is about holding yourself to a higher standard, even when no one is watching. 2. Leading others. Lavery transitions into leadership within teams. He emphasizes the importance of trust and communication, and shares stories of his time leading special forces teams in high-stakes situations. Lavery also explores the value of servant leadership, where the focus is on serving the needs of your team before your own. He believes that great leaders create an environment where their team members can thrive, which in turn leads to greater collective success. Lavery also addresses what he calls leading under fire, which refers to making critical decisions under extreme pressure. He provides strategies for remaining calm and composed when everything around you seems to be falling apart. This is where Lavery's battlefield experience provides unique insights, as he draws parallels between military leadership in combat and leadership in high-stress business environments. Chapter 6: Embracing the Suck, Overcoming the Toughest Moments. One of the most memorable sections of the book is Lavery's chapter on embracing the suck, a phrase that originates from military culture and means accepting the harsh realities of a situation and using them as fuel to push forward. Lavery's story of overcoming adversity, particularly his injury and subsequent recovery, forms the backbone of this chapter. Lavery explains that hardship and discomfort are inevitable parts of life, especially when pursuing ambitious goals. Rather than avoiding these moments, he encourages readers to embrace them fully. The key, Lavery says, is to change your relationship with discomfort and see it as a necessary component of growth. Key lessons from this chapter include: 1. Reframing challenges. Lavery teaches readers to reframe their mindset when facing adversity. Instead of seeing obstacles as setbacks, he advises viewing them as opportunities for growth and learning. He provides exercises to help readers develop this mental shift. 2. Pain as a teacher. Lavery believes that pain, whether physical or emotional, is one of the greatest teachers. Drawing from his recovery after losing part of his leg in combat, he explains how pain taught him resilience, patience, and grit. Chapter 6, Embracing the Suck, Overcoming the Toughest Moments, continued. Lavery emphasizes that pain and discomfort, though unpleasant, are essential parts of personal growth. He teaches readers to lean into pain instead of running from it, drawing parallels from his recovery process where he was told he'd never walk again, much less return to active duty. Instead of giving in to despair, Lavery used his injury as fuel to become stronger mentally and physically. 3. Building mental fortitude. Lavery presents a series of exercises for strengthening mental resilience. These include intentionally putting yourself into uncomfortable situations, whether it's through physical challenges or pushing yourself outside your emotional comfort zone. He shares personal examples of how he pushed through moments when quitting seemed like the easier option, emphasizing the importance of developing the mental fortitude to persist even when it feels impossible. 4. Grit and perseverance. Grit, Lavery argues, is the key differentiator between those who succeed and those who don't. This chapter is filled with stories from his military career where grit, more than talent, intelligence, or even preparation, became the deciding factor. Lavery offers practical advice on how to develop grit, starting with embracing failure as part of the process and maintaining focus on long-term objectives, even when short-term results seem discouraging. Lavery's battle with his injury becomes a recurring theme here, symbolizing how embracing the suck allows us to transcend limitations we once thought were insurmountable. Chapter 7, No Excuses, The Power of Accountability. In Objective Secure, Lavery makes it clear that achieving your objectives requires a no-excuses mentality. This chapter is all about taking responsibility for your actions, failures, and outcomes. Lavery believes that excuses are the enemy of progress, and he encourages readers to hold themselves accountable to the highest possible standards. Lavery opens the chapter with a hard-hitting statement: excuses are a coward's way out. He believes that when you allow excuses to dictate your actions, you surrender control over your life and your success. Lavery's military training and battlefield experiences reinforced this principle. There's no room for excuses when lives are on the line. In the civilian world, while the stakes might not be as high, Lavery argues that the same mentality applies. Success is about taking full ownership of your goals, actions, and failures. Key takeaways from this chapter include: 1. Radical accountability. Lavery advocates for what he calls radical accountability, which means taking responsibility not just for your successes, but also for your failures. He shares stories from his time in leadership roles, where he had to own up to mistakes, even when they were not entirely his fault. Radical accountability, Lavery explains, creates trust and credibility, both with yourself and with others. 2. Eliminating victim mentality. Lavery stresses the importance of eliminating any form of victim mentality from your mindset. He explains that while circumstances can be unfair, and life can throw curveballs, adopting a victim mindset only perpetuates a cycle of inaction and excuses. Instead, Lavery urges readers to focus on what they can control and to make proactive changes, even in the face of adversity. 3. Creating accountability structures. Lavery offers practical advice on how to build accountability into your daily life. This includes finding accountability partners, setting clear deadlines for goals, and regularly reviewing your progress. Lavery shares how accountability was built into every facet of his military training and how it can be applied in everyday civilian life to maintain discipline and focus. Chapter 8, Planning for Success, Strategic Preparation. In this chapter, Lavery dives into the importance of strategic preparation and the role it plays in achieving goals. He uses his military background to illustrate how successful operations are never the result of luck, they are meticulously planned, rehearsed, and executed with precision. Lavery believes the same principles apply to personal and professional goals. Lavery introduces readers to the concept of pre-mission planning, which is the military's way of ensuring every potential variable is considered before action is taken. While not every situation in life can be planned down to the last detail, Lavery argues that thorough preparation significantly increases your chances of success. 1. Reverse engineering goals. Lavery encourages readers to reverse engineer their goals, starting with the desired outcome and working backward to identify the steps needed to get there. He shares examples from his military missions where reverse engineering allowed his team to foresee potential obstacles and plan accordingly. 2. Contingency planning. One of the key aspects of Lavery's approach to preparation is having contingency plans. He explains that in military operations, things rarely go according to plan, so having backup strategies is essential. Lavery advises readers to adopt the same mentality in their personal and professional lives, anticipate obstacles, and prepare alternate routes to success. 3. Daily preparation routines. Lavery shares his own daily routines for ensuring he stays prepared, both mentally and physically, for whatever challenges arise. This includes morning rituals that set the tone for the day, as well as evening reviews to assess progress. Lavery believes that consistent, small-scale preparation leads to large-scale success. Chapter 9, Adaptation as a Superpower, Learning to Pivot. This chapter builds upon the concept of adaptability introduced earlier in the book, diving deeper into how adaptation can be harnessed as a superpower. Lavery argues that while discipline and planning are critical, flexibility is what ensures long-term success, especially when unexpected challenges arise. Lavery tells the story of his injury in Afghanistan, where his ability to adapt mentally and physically determined his future. Instead of allowing his injury to define him, Lavery adapted, re-evaluating his goals and finding new ways to achieve success. His return to active duty, despite losing part of his leg, is a testament to his belief that adaptation is often the key to unlocking potential in the face of adversity. 1. Embracing change. Lavery discusses how many people resist change, seeing it as a threat to their goals. However, he teaches readers to see change as an opportunity rather than a setback. He shares personal examples of how unexpected changes in both his military and personal life led to growth and new opportunities. 2. Re-evaluating objectives. Lavery suggests that sometimes, achieving an objective requires re-examining it. He explains how his injury forced him to reassess his initial goals and adapt them to fit his new reality. Lavery offers practical advice on how to re-evaluate goals without feeling like you've given up on them. Instead, he encourages readers to see this as part of the process. 3. Improvising under pressure. Drawing on battlefield experiences, Lavery highlights the importance of being able to improvise when things don't go according to plan. He shares strategies for thinking on your feet, making quick decisions, and maintaining focus even when the original plan has gone off course. Chapter 10, Execution, Putting the Plan into Action. Lavery dedicates this chapter to execution, which he views as the most critical phase of goal achievement. He draws on military operations where planning and preparation are essential, but success ultimately comes down to how well the plan is executed. In the context of personal and professional goals, Lavery emphasizes that many people fail not because they lack good ideas or plans but because they struggle with execution. Lavery offers readers a step-by-step process for turning plans into action, ensuring that objectives are not only met but exceeded. 1. Taking immediate action. Lavery advises against waiting for the perfect moment to start. He explains that in both military missions and civilian life, waiting too long to take action often results in missed opportunities. Lavery encourages readers to take immediate action, even if it's just a small step toward their goal. 2. Staying focused. During execution, staying focused is critical. Lavery explains how distractions, whether external or internal, can derail even the best-laid plans. He shares techniques for maintaining focus, including time blocking, prioritizing tasks, and creating an environment conducive to high-level performance. 3. Adjusting on the fly. Even the best plans require adjustments during execution. Lavery explains how to maintain situational awareness, recognizing when a change in strategy is necessary without losing sight of the objective. He shares stories from his military operations where quick adjustments made the difference between success and failure. 4. Review and refine. Lavery concludes the chapter by stressing the importance of reviewing performance during and after execution. He encourages readers to learn from their successes and failures, constantly refining their strategies to improve future performance. Chapter 11. The Power of Resilience. Never back down. The penultimate chapter of Objective Secure focuses on resilience, which Lavery identifies as one of the most critical traits for long-term success. Resilience, according to Lavery, is not about avoiding failure, it's about bouncing back stronger after each setback. Lavery's personal journey, from suffering a catastrophic injury to becoming the first Special Forces operator to return to combat duty as an amputee, is a testament to his belief in resilience. In this chapter, Lavery breaks down how anyone can cultivate resilience, regardless of their circumstances. 1. Facing failure head-on. Lavery explains that failure is an inevitable part of the process when pursuing ambitious goals. Instead of fearing failure, Lavery teaches readers to embrace it as a learning opportunity. He shares techniques for analyzing failures and using them as a springboard for future success. 2. The importance of persistence. Lavery emphasizes that persistence is the key to overcoming obstacles. He shares stories of individuals, both in the military and civilian life, who achieved extraordinary success not because they were the most talented or skilled, but because they refused to give up. 3. Developing a resilient mindset. Lavery offers practical strategies for building a resilient mindset, including maintaining a positive attitude, practicing gratitude, and surrounding yourself with supportive people. He explains how resilience is a muscle that needs to be exercised regularly in order to grow stronger. 4. Long-term vision. Finally, Lavery stresses the importance of maintaining a long-term vision. He explains that resilience is much easier to cultivate when you are focused on the bigger picture rather than getting bogged down by temporary setbacks. Chapter 12. Legacy. Defining your purpose. In the final chapter, Lavery turns his attention to the concept of legacy. He asks readers to reflect on what they want their legacy to be, both personally and professionally. Lavery believes that true success is not just about achieving goals, it's about leaving a lasting impact on others. Lavery shares his own journey of discovering his purpose after his injury, explaining how this experience shifted his focus from personal achievement to helping others achieve their goals. He encourages readers to think about their own legacy and how they can use their talents, skills, and experiences to make a positive impact on the world. Key themes in this chapter include: 1. Living with purpose. Lavery explains that living with purpose gives life deeper meaning and helps individuals stay motivated during tough times. He offers exercises to help readers identify their core values and align their goals with those values. 2. Mentorship and leadership. Lavery stresses the importance of mentorship in leaving a legacy. He encourages readers to seek out mentors who can guide them on their journey while also looking for opportunities to mentor others. Lavery shares how his own mentors played a pivotal role in his success and how he now seeks to pay that forward by mentoring others. 3. Impact over achievement. Finally, Lavery encourages readers to focus on the impact they have on others rather than just their personal achievements. He explains that a true legacy is built by helping others succeed and leaving the world a better place than you found it. Conclusion. Objective Secure, your mission awaits. Nick Lavery's Objective Secure is more than just a guide to achieving goals, it's a philosophy for living a life of purpose, resilience, and accountability. Lavery's unique perspective, shaped by his experiences as a Special Forces operator, provides readers with practical tools for overcoming adversity, achieving ambitious goals, and leaving a lasting legacy. Whether you're looking to achieve success in your career, personal life, or physical endeavors, Lavery's battle-tested strategies offer a roadmap for turning your objectives into reality. Through a combination of discipline, adaptability, resilience, and accountability, Objective Secure teaches readers how to take control of their lives and achieve their most ambitious goals. Please read the book to learn more and consider subscribing to support the channel. Thank you.